Grand Rising. Today we're back for another reading, a collective reading. Before I do this reading, I'll just not ask, but I'm just putting it out into the universe that I'm able to guide those who are listening to more clarity that they'll get through this reading to help along anyway with their spiritual journeys. Yes, so I like to do that before I do a reading, just so I can be intentional about my purpose and why I'm doing this and for what and for who and all that good stuff. Intention, I like to focus on attention when I do things throughout my day because it makes things, I gotta have a focus. You gotta have a focus instead of just doing things aimlessly. You kind of know, like, okay, if I focus my attention on this, you know, it's like intentional. You're not just aimlessly doing things, you know. You're aware of the energy. You're aware of where your energy is going to and why and what's the reason. And, you know, it's like very kind of psychic in a way. It's like you're psychic of the energy that you're about to put out. You know, it's like I'm intentional about my reading is going to be great because I'm putting the intention that, you know, it's going to be, you guys are going to understand it, or you guys are going to get some clarity or something along your journeys. So I just know at the end of this reading, that's what's going to pretty much happen. It's going to be like automatic in a way. Yeah. So the card of the day. Gotta do a little bit better with my shuffling here. We almost saw that. That was the Hermit card. I got that this week. Very interesting day when I got that card. Very interesting. Ooh, we have the Page of Wands. Every time I see this card, I think luxury. I think, you know, like the ego and you looking higher of yourself. You're standing tall, ego, luxury, beauty, things like that. He's very dressed in gold. He's very luxurious. So I think of this like a beauty, like Venus energy with like Leo in a way. Yes, like Venus and Leo, like very show-offy, very grand, very idolizing, looking higher, looking, you know, looking at the higher perspective of things, looking at yourself higher, maybe envisioning yourself in a greater way, you know, like today I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get this done, feeling really confident and optimistic about the energy. Yeah, and then you see like a lot of sun, a lot of yellow, a lot of gold, and that usually is an indication of courage and will and like putting that creative energy out there, your passions and things like that, being very passionate, as well as like knowing like your power, knowing like how great or how like, you know, kind of like egotistical in a way. Yeah. Every time I see this card, that's exactly what I think of, you know, thinking higher yourself. And nothing wrong with that. So, you know, sometimes the energy be just like that. You can't be mad at any of the energies. It just is what it is, period. Like, period. Card was pulled for a reason, and now we're able to sense some of the things that are coming out from it, just because, you know, things do happen for a reason. Like, everything happens for a reason. I believe so, especially if you're intentional. A conversation being brought up, someone in your life, someone walking past you, someone saying something to you, you seeing something, like all your senses basically. You seeing something, you smelling something, you hearing something, you know. There's a reason why these things happen. So, yeah. You have the Moon card. Moonology card. It's the Moonology deck, which I'm loving so far. Really am. Very simple, especially very good if you're into astrology. And a beginning at Toro, I feel like, yeah, you do need like a little bit background of astrology to really understand this deck, but it really is simple when you do understand astrology and like the new moon, full moon energy, the difference between them, and like what energies are really expected in life. Everything's about just knowing the energy. You know energy of Taurus, you know energy of the moon, you know the energy of the feminine, you know the energy of the masculine, you know the laws of things that just happen, like the cycles, you know, the rhythm, the cycles of rhythm, and like, you know, everything has like, okay, if you're mad at one time or you're mad in the moment, you know, the next like feeling that you will get which has a lot to do with that, because it's ruled by Cancer, that principle, because it's like you're feeling, 1 minute you're gonna feel mad, but it's automatic, like in the next day or the next week, like you're not going to be mad forever. You're going to be happy again. You're going to be mad again. You're going to be happy again. You're going to be sad again. It's just law. It's just certain things that just is what it is. There's no changing it. If you watch and understand nature, you'll see these things reoccurring. And yeah, I think it's really important just to understand the energies, because when you understand the energies, you just understand the nature of what that thing or what life or whatever is supposed to be. Like understanding what masculine energy is, how to be in your most masculine self, because there's feminine traits and there's masculine traits. We have the power to be both. As a woman, you can you know, be more of your masculine if that's what you want to portray, but God made us into a woman and to a man. So with that being said, there are feminine traits in this world and society that we live in. You know, a woman being more nurturing, a woman, you know, taking care, smelling good, looking good. Women, like men are hunters. Women are supposed to be gatherers. So women gathering or resources and things like that. Those are very feminine traits, where men have certain traits that are just really masculine, you know, like hunting and, you know, violating and things like that, being a warrior, you know, being first, you know, kind of being that leader. Like if you know, harm is here and his family, he needs to protect his family, he kind of has to go into that dark cave or go into, you know, to protect, you know. And there's just certain things that women that are more into like the feminine nature. Not that a woman has to be all these feminine things, or a man has to, you know, we choose in our life what we want to, what energies you want to put out. But at the end of the day, if you're really trying to master what physical form God put you in, I think it's best to understand energies. And yeah, and if you like the energies and you feel like, okay, and as women, we do want to be these things. We do want to be our most masculine, most feminine self. Most men probably do want to be their most masculine self, but it's just the fact that this one, not knowing the energy, you know, from society and certain conditions and things that were just taught. Yeah. It's just about understanding energy. When you can understand energies, even not even with feminine, masculine, but with just astrology and Taurus and the planets, you can really just be ahead of just, you know, understanding the energies of people. Because even being in a situation, it could take you about a couple minutes just to understand everybody's energy within that room. You know, what kind, like what everybody's intentions are, what energies are being portrayed, what character, you know, is being portrayed in the moment. You kind of can see that once you get used to just seeing and sensing energies. Yeah. So with the Moonology deck, we have full moon eclipse. I never got the eclipse before. It says conclusions are within reach. So I feel like with this energy, feel like this extra abundance of, you know, of looking at yourself in a higher way, in a higher perspective, or putting more of that energy and that confidence in the things that we're passionate about and look up to. This is going to bring out an energy of, you know, of a deeper search into something, you know. Maybe doing this, we're going to have a realization of something, or, you know, this is going to lead into energy that's going to set us forward for the week. I feel like, yeah, this is like kind of like a big energy, not a big energy, but doing what this action is calling us to do, which is not action is calling us to do. I feel like it's just gonna, you know, just is what it is. This is what the energy is. And I feel like this is gonna bring out some type of realization, some type of ending. Yeah, so either that is being more courageous, maybe being more creative, maybe looking at yourself more higher, maybe seeing a reflection of someone else who's in a position that you're trying to reach, and you see that maybe there's going to be some type of conclusion, some type of realization, some type of fixing, some type of connection that's going to be like, oh, okay, I see. Okay, that was needed. So it's like taking kind of like a big step, but that big step, or a different, not different, but more courageous, more courageous, more passionate, is going to lead us to some type of, some realization, some type of conclusion that, okay, oh, boom, that's what Spirit wanted me to do, because, you know, that was holding me back from, you know, just using my words, or, you know, that was holding me back from our relationship, you know, getting to the next level. You know, it doesn't have to be that deep, but it's something in that sense. Like, okay, you opening this side of yourself is now being able to open and yeah, and see the ending, see the result. Yeah, so yeah, we have the Page of Wands and the full moon eclipse, both in reverse. And yeah, that's what I'm getting for this reading. I'm gonna keep it just like that. And yeah, I hope you guys were able to get something from this delicious reading. If not, we always have tomorrow. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Safe travels on our journeys, and wherever that leads us. Yeah, so much love to us all. Peace.